Good morning, everyone. I got a message for all the tarot readers, the people that like to, they got instruments that's dealing with divination. Be careful when you touch any sort of divination tools. Because magic is stored in it's you could purchase magic from different websites, different authors, just different links and stuff. But you also have to realize that every time you touch your cards or touch anything, you have to look at your cards as tokens, as your pinnacles. Because every time you do a reading, make sure your reading is authentic. A lot of people don't realize that when that your cards, your tools. You might spend $1 or two to purchase those items, but know that those items hold a lot of credibility. It actually holds your gifts, your karma. A lot of people need to realize, why a lot of people talking about, oh, cleanse your aura, do this, and that. There's no type of cleanse you can do to reject your karma. There's not enough. I know my face breaking out. There's not enough karma that can be done. There's not enough washing hands, not enough sage, not enough any of that. It's just people need to understand that when you use your cards, you do your readings. When I say they were tokens, they are your pinnacles. They are what is going to reflect back to the universe. So every time you touch these cards and you tell somebody, what's going on, but you have it in the back of your head, thinking that you're not supposed to say this, and that. You're lying. You're not giving them the facts that comes with everything. Some people's intentions. Oh, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. They already having a bad day. This message is already thick enough. I don't want to add on any type of emotions that can traject negativity towards them. But you have to understand that these are your elements of money. Your spiritual bank. Your think of these your tools as debit cards. Cards as credit cards. Because it really is. When you do your readings, you can actually tally up. Especially depending on how deep the message is. Some people know this. That's why they use different cards when they do different things. You got the basis, and then you got the basis. And then you got the basic. You got the BASIC, BASES, and then you got you just got you got the field. And people don't look at as these cards as a magnetic field. Like I said, these are they hold auras, they hold energies, especially people buying other people's tools, people selling all types of divination products, not putting good energy in it. People buying these money candles, but you have to understand, what is your purpose for buying that money candle. You always got to think of your reasons behind. A lot of people say, oh, I just want to be rich, but did you earn those riches that comes with that? You have to look at riches as royalties. You can't just go purchase divination just to be purchasing, like, oh, I'm a buy this candle just because it's the luck of the draw. No, it doesn't work like that. I know a lot of people gonna be looking at my face like, damn, what's because it's cold and the air is so dry. That's why I'm like, it's getting colder. It's about like 56, 57 degrees right now. But anyway, people need to look at that, because you can be setting yourself up for a situation that is uncalled for. You could be setting yourself up for a situation that could be avoided. A lot of people know this, but a lot of people don't take it seriously. A lot of people look at it as a hit or miss, but it's all about what is your intentions. What is your intentions when you pick up some tarot cards? It's not about reading certain people. It's about, it's about where you want to go in life. Are you trying to make sure that barriers and blockages are not going to be a cause of your demise? Or a lot of people carry around their tarot cards, just reading people. And the thing is, every time you touch your cards, every time you bring somebody into the field, the magnetic field, and introduce people to it. A lot of people introduce people to it with lies and with things that are not credible, But we all should know that when you introduce somebody into some divination, you should either use it as a teaching moment or use it as don't use it as no opportunity to be like, okay, I'm gonna do your reading just to cash in this so I can go on my little, go take away the karma that I already have, the damages that I already done. A lot of people do that just to deduct from their actions. A lot of people carry around their cards because they know they got a lot of karma racked up. Like I said, you have to understand these tools. These cards are credit cards, debit cards. That's why people carry it around. People carry around their rings and their necklaces, as to exhort. But they know they exude. You exude what's your actions and your thoughts that go along with it. That's why they say you gotta practice what you preach and be able to make sure whatever you preach that you practice it. That it's your yin and your yang and your balance. And a lot of people think that they have to be a part of twin flames. You can be your own twin flame. You don't have to settle for what. See, your contract is your contract. It's about being able to, if you want to be your own twin flame, it's about being able to separate yourself and being able to learn from yourself. It's like a chessboard. Think of yourself playing a game against yourself. You're on the other side. See yourself as a mirror. The board is a mirror. That's why it's a field to where it holds everything. That's why you got people that's in a Catholic or that spiritualist that actually deals with entities and deities. You can actually trap entities and deities in mirrors for a reason. And people, to destroy that entity and deities, they drop the mirror, shatter the mirror, So you always gotta, and also I'm gonna say this. A lot of people are so focused, on people watching them and being watched, but you have to understand that portals are open. You're going to be watched no matter what. A lot of people are like, oh my God, if I go off the grid, I'm not going to be watched. You will be watched. You're watched all the time because my whole life I've been illegally watched. And I can tell you this much, that The powers that be, they're always going to be watching. They don't need you to be on a phone. They don't need your internet access. They have your heat, your aura, your body is an infrared, it's like a thermostat. Your body gives off heat, so that's your aura. Your when they take your temperature with a thermometer, they basically making sure that your body is aligned with the numbers they want your body to be aligned with. Do you get my gist? So there's no matter if you want to grid or off the grid, you're still gonna be seen. Like I said, the portals are open, so a lot of people need to realize that things step in and out of the portal. I know I'm being watched the whole time. Like I said, I've been illegally watched. But you know what? I do what I do every day. I still be myself, because at the end of the day, I know that no matter what, no matter what, this is the matrix. Unless you've worked on everything and able to say, okay, I can exit the matrix. You could literally take yourself out the matrix. And I'm not saying like, oh, let me just go kill myself. No, I mean literally, you have to understand that the mark is the blue pill and the red pill. The blue pill represents air. It represents thirst. It represents, okay, will I be able to see reality for what it is? You know how they said, the Bible said, thirst and you shall see that the Lord is good. That in itself shows like, okay, I believe in the universe. I believe in spirituality. I believe in divinations. If I believe in portals, and I believe that the government could tap into my phone and watch me and do this, and that, why shouldn't I believe that doors in different realms cannot be open? You have so many people that's cloaked. And the thing is, people wonder why things are happening the way it's happening. It's happening because portals are closets, and magicians know that. You can, like, if you look at the Narnia, how they was able to go through a closet and cross over to the other side. That's because it's a mirror. You don't have to use symbols and all that to cross over. You don't need to use blood symbols, and you don't need to speak no Latin. Because even people speaking Latin, they don't respect English. They don't respect the native language. They don't respect other people and people's different thinking, thought process, and a lot of people work for God in different areas in different ways. And people need to understand that's where principles come in at. You have to understand the difference between principles and principalities. Principles is in a moral standard, in a physical sense. Principalities is in a spiritual sense, which means when your soul leaves your body, your soul is an ascension. Which means when you give everything to God, you give everything to the universe, you be able to say, okay, I know if air left right now, man couldn't do nothing about it. It's a done deal. If water left, if earth left, if fire left, man can't put anything in place. So you have to understand that God is the universe. Universe is above all. While people was focusing on everything else around them. The red pill is the universe. The red pill is fire. The red pill is no matter where I go in life, no matter what I do, the red pill is reality. You can either walk around looking like these billboards, or you can either just be like, man, fuck this shit. I know that without air, water, fire, and earth, there is no sort of existence. So no matter what man try to exude or embody, If one of these elements were taken, you would not be able to survive. So you have to look at God, the universe, divination, spirituality in the elements, in the of the elemental ways of things. That's what they say. Thirsty, when you thirsty, you hungry, and you shall see. When people going through trials and tribulation, what's the first thing they do? Is bow their head. No, you shouldn't bow your head. You should be outside looking towards the sky, because the sparrows, it's, you gotta look towards the sun, look towards the light. People look towards the ground, but not realizing that in the ground, people's eyes are closed. You have to always keep your eyes on the sky, towards the sky. You have to see past all this, because in this realm, you can fast forward, pause, and rewind. But when you're in the universe, when your eyes is focused and you want to see further, you will see your eyes will become a shooting star. Your eyes will be ablaze with fire. It will burn to see further and further, and want to have that ability to manifest. You don't have to depend on man, because that's the matrix. You have to understand that, okay, if everything shut down, if one of what's more important, man way of living or the universe way of living? The universe doesn't need Earth. Earth is not needed. Earth could be X'd out right now. Earth is in a crucial state right now where people feel as though, I got one life to live. No, you have lots of lives to live, but you got to understand where your permanent residency will be. A lot of people don't believe in reincarnation, but reincarnation is true. It is a real thing. It's not just no movie or no TV sitcom or no segment. Reincarnation is a thing that, 144,000 of the chosen ones are here on earth. And we were here to be able to bring people into alignment. But you can't leave somebody into alignment if you're not healed, if you're not online. If you can't let go and let God and be able to say, man, fuck this shit. You gotta understand that being alone, being in hermit mode is a beautiful thing. While everybody outside mixing and mingling their energies together. And then a lot of people trying to say, oh, I pray that God has a place in heaven for me. I can tell you this much. Just because you pray does not mean you're going to get into heaven. You're not going to be welcomed to the ethers and to the realms. It's 12 Jerusalems. It's 12 heavens, 12 cities. You're not going to be welcomed into those lodges. Because the Masonic and the Masonry, those are lodges on earth. Not everybody's welcome into organizations. See, you have to earn your right into organization. So look at the universe and look at heaven as an organization. Because God is not going to look over your shoulder. You're going to have to be able to walk through these valleys by yourself. You're not going to be like, okay, let me call my girls up. Let me call my friends up and see if they want to do this. No, you're going to have to be able to supervise yourself. That's where accountability comes in. Be able to take accountability for your actions. Because God is not going to be looking over your shoulder. That's why God sees everything. All things is being seen. People use divination to see through the cards. The pictures, the energy. It's so many things that you can tap into, but you have to be ready to tap in. And you have to know that once you tapped in, you better use your gifts the right way. You can get karma and justice for yourself, but be ready for everything that comes after. It's levels to this. It's steps to this. So once you're able to ascend, you're flying. Your body might be here, but you're flying. You're flying through everything. There's no traffic. There is no type of barrier or blockage. No type of signature that can stop you from going forward in life. Always look up, up, up. Man so focused on the ground. They always go above and beyond. And they say the sky's the limit. You gotta think of the universe. Like I said, Earth is not needed. Earth could be crossed out. We know that Earth is so consumed by bullshit. You have to earn your way. All these other planets have earned their way into these territories. So you have to look at ascension as a way of, earning your rights, earning your keys, and a lot of people so fixated on controlling their own narratives, not realizing that the narrative is your whole lineage. The key is your lineage, your bloodline. That's what they say, passed down, gifts and tools. The wand is a tool. The cup is a tool. The ace of pentacles is a tool. Everything is a tool, but don't get cocky with your tools now. And then you'll be a conspiracy. Then you'll be the next conspiracy and the next theory. So thank you.